Hi, I'm Sol Friedman. I'm an animator and filmmaker, and here's 5 lessons I learned from cartoons. The one lesson I learned from Scooby Doo. Each episode, Scooby and the gang they were called in to solve a mystery, usually involving an amusement park being haunted by a ghost or a werewolf or a skeleton. When the mask would come off later in the episode, we'd learn that it was actually a human who was trying to turn the amusement park into an office tower. So the lesson I learned is humans are the real monsters. I also learned a few lessons from Arthur, which is a show about an aardvark who likes to read. He lives in a very inclusive world. He has a friend who's a monkey, another friend who's a rabbit. They all get along really well. But the thing is, Arthur is afraid of the school bully, who's a bulldog named Binky. The weird thing is, he has a pet dog at home. So the lesson I learned is that diversity is good, but it's weird. And I also wondered, is this racist? Futurama is still one of my favorite shows. On one episode, Bender, who's a bending robot, his job is to bend things, he inadvertently gets shot out into space, and while he's drifting through nowhere for a while, Bender eventually meets God, who's represented as a series of dots. So when they meet, God teaches Bender an important lesson. The lesson is, when you do something right, people shouldn't be sure you've done anything at all. Over the years, South Park has done some amazing and pretty crazy storylines. The message is usually offensive, and it's always right, and it's always important. So there's a talking piece of Richard Dawkins, the renowned atheist, as a god of the future, and the Prophet Muhammad wearing a bear suit. So the lesson that I learned from South Park is, nothing is above ridicule, and if you're upset about it, it's your own fault for caring too much. G.I. Joe. At the end of each episode, there was something along the lines of a PSA, a public service announcement. And the famous line at the end of each PSA was, "Now you know, and knowing is half the battle." So that I thought was an important lesson, but there was one PSA in particular that really stood out. In this one episode, G.I. Joe himself was telling a young man, when you see a strange dog, stay away from it, because strange dogs can bite. So that's a pretty good lesson too.